Welcome back to ShizzyUnchained, the show where I cover the sector of crypto and AI, and that sector is Bittensor TAO. We're on week 9 of the 10 to 100 TAO challenge, where I take 10 Bittensor TAO coins and I trade them in and out of Subnet tokens in order to get 100 Bittensor TAO coins. This is something that has been fun for me. I like doing this, and people are kind of freaking out right now because in Bittensor, in the subnet tokens, nothing's really moving, right? Score's not doing great. Chutes is kind of sitting flat. Everything's kind of sitting very flat, and people are starting to get annoyed and they want their tokens to go up. We got good news from Kraken this week. It really didn't move the price of subnet tokens, but you have to remember subnet tokens move when TAO moves. They are a derivative of Bittensor TAO. So when TAO goes up 10, 15, 20%, your subnet tokens will now get the green light to go up 100, 200%. This is why I keep saying we have to be patient. Have the best portfolio every single week because things change. And that's kind of why I'm doing this challenge as well, because I'm just here to show you guys, just because you're convicted in something 3 weeks ago doesn't mean you have to stay convicted in it now. It's about finding the top portfolio that could actually make that huge jump for you when it comes to TAO value, because we don't care about dollar value here. We only care about how much TAO we can get. Because if you're like me, I think TAO can hit $3,000 next year, and I think TAO can hit $10,000 in the next 5 years. So getting as much of it as possible is my ultimate goal. I'm very, very convinced this is the ecosystem where to be. Don't go out, don't go chasing, Ansem the Bull. Don't go chasing Robinhood chain meme coins. I mean, stop it, guys. That was last cycle. This cycle, it's about revenue. It's about real AI projects building in the crypto ecosystem. And that's exactly what Bittensor is. And that is exactly why we are building our portfolio in this way. We are staying in subnets, we're staying in TAO, and that's the only thing that matters. People reach out to me on Axio, what do you think about this? And I'm like, what subnet number is it? They're like, it's not a subnet. Then it doesn't matter. If it's not a subnet, if it's not Bittensor, it doesn't matter. Why would you be investing in Ford and Coca-Cola when you could be investing in AI chip stocks, right? It just doesn't make any sense. And the same thing here happens here. Don't go buy Cardano and XRP and this junk. It's time to buy AI startups that are building in the ecosystem that Bittensor is building. That's really what it comes down to. And you can go chase quick gains and stuff, but you're eventually going to look over here and say, damn, if I was just patient, if I just understood what I was really holding, I would be millionaire. I mean, maybe a billionaire. It depends how much money you have right now. If you put $1 million in, potentially you could be a billionaire. If you put $100 in, potentially you could be 100,000 I don't know, but I'm excited to get started with this one, guys. Let's just jump on in and let's get it.
They wanted me quiet, I turned to the rage, but it changed, now they screaming my name. Shizzy Unchained, yeah, 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 yeah. It's Shizzy Unchained, yeah, 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 yeah. Subnet DJ, checking toast, that's at 3 a.m. Eyes bloodshot, while the candles on Shizzy Unchained, yeah, 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 yeah. It's Shizzy Unchained, yeah, yeah.
All right, let's get it. So I like to start off with a quick Bittensor TAO look because, like I said before, subnet tokens are just derivatives of Bittensor. So right now we look at TAO. Let's kind of see how TAO is doing. Bring up that full chart. TAO has been in this triangle. I know I talk about it a lot, but it's been in this triangle for a long time, and we are just kind of sitting here. We might have to dance here a little bit. We might actually even have to go down to 163 before it bounces out, but it doesn't matter because once we break this line, once we break this line that we've been in since December of 2024, it will be go time. This is when we can see huge moves in Bittensor, 400, 600, 800. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. We just got to be very, very patient, but it will definitely happen. All right. Let's jump into some of the Bittensor tokens here. We do over the last day or so. We had some big movers. We have Vosense up 83%, Team TBC up 46%. But these are hard to find, guys. Don't hate yourself because you can't hit an 80% on a 24-hour, right? Like, don't worry about it. Chrono is something we hold in our portfolio, up 6% on the day there. let's see. Minos up 6%. Yeah, so nothing crazy on the 7-day. Let's see here. Engy. This is something I think we need to pay attention to. This is something that we're going to be talking about today on the show, and so much more. What's up? Let's move along here. Let's check out some alpha gap scores. Highest alpha gap score right now is Liam Vanta Gradients. Vote sense. So the 76 could be why it's pumping right now. If you don't know what the A gap score is, it's the value between the price and what the subnet is actually doing, right? It's that gap of, if you have the highest score, it means you're basically undervalued. And they're saying Liam right now is very undervalued. So that's good to see. If you need alpha gap, go to ShizzyUnchained.com. I have a 10% link for you guys. That'll get you 10% off your first month. Definitely check that out if you're interested. All right. Big news this week is Chutes. Chutes was listed on Kraken listings. We do know there's going to be potentially 6 tokens that are listed on Kraken this month, or the next 2 months, to say, because it does feel like they're doing something very similar with they always do ecosystem. They put up the first one, a week later they put a second one, and a third one, and a fourth, and so on and so on as the weeks go by. So we're going to see subnet tokens for at least the next 6 weeks get listed on Kraken. And why is that a big deal? Level 1 crypto users now get to buy subnet tokens, and Kraken kind of receives the benefit because our subnet tokens are all staked. So Kraken's going to get more of the subnet tokens. It's really awesome, but they deserve it. They're validating. They're doing amazing things for Bittensor, and I just think we have to just really appreciate the people that are really helping push this ecosystem further. So Open Tensor Foundation came out and said Conviction is now fully live on Bittensor subnets. So we're going to see more posts like this. Shout out to Invictus. He said, I'm Conviction locked in Node XO. So we're going to see more and more of this stuff. What this means is now you can officially go and lock tokens up for that subnet owner, basically giving your conviction to that subnet owner, because now potentially you can take a subnet from an owner if you have more conviction than that owner does. Kind of crazy if you think about it. But also people can come in and say, no, this is, I love max score. I'm locking my score up with max, or I'm locking up with this wallet, because that's kind of how it works. So Conviction is now live. All right. We got some news this week. Actually pretty big. So Subnet Engy, Subnet 53 changed hands on chain. The slot that used to run a crypto trading subnet now carries a new identity. Engy, an inference network that hands cryptographic proof the exact open model you paid for is the one that actually answered. What is Engy? Engy sells inference on frontier open models with guarantee you can check. When you send the request, it returns the model's answer plus cryptographic proof that the exact model you asked for. So it's basically selling inference, and at a high level, potentially giving tokens, because tokens are very expensive. It's one of the biggest expenses of businesses that use AI right now. And you basically get it free, to the point Jason Calacanis actually tweeted, need more tokens, testing a secret new sub on Bittensor, a network running GLM 5.2, and it's mind-blowing when your token cost drops to 0. When he posted this, I had no idea what subnet he was talking about. But if you check the charts, you can see, because Engy, or SN53, shot up from, let's check that out. But the chart is just absolutely beautiful. This is the Jason candle, right? It was hanging around like 216. Jason puts that tweet out, pops up. So I didn't know what subnet he was talking about. I had no idea. But if you check the charts when Jason tweets, you find out real quickly what subnet he's talking about, because it's timestamped the tweet. Go find the time of the pop. Boom, somebody knows something, and that's kind of how it is. If you don't know what's going on, just check the charts. I mean, that's 100%. So after that, Jason does come out with this. Token maxing is back on the menu with Perplexity Computer GLM and the secret new Bittensor subnet I got access to this week. Secret new subnet had a pop. And again, this is just me guessing, right? I'm just guessing here because I saw the tweet, I saw the pop. I mean, I don't know. Smarter people than me know something about this. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to be adding Engy to our portfolio. You know, this is a spoiler alert. We're going to be adding it. That's the one we're going to be adding this week. I'm actually excited to do that. So why don't we hop in here? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's start knocking this out. All right. So first thing I want you guys to do, if you are following along, is go to ShizzyUnchained.com. I want you to go to resources and then Mentat. Or you can go down here as well and go straight to the bottom, and then you can click Mentat. This will take you to here. Make sure you guys are using my link. I know some of you guys out there are just going to Mentat. Use my link, guys. Use my link. It definitely helps me and helps the show. We need to do something like a reference code or something or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. So because I know some of you guys just go to the site without using my link. Use my link. Use my link. All right. So we are here on Mentat Minds. Let's check out our portfolio. So right now we're at 8.65. We started with 10. Am I worried? Not even a little bit. This is kind of exactly what I was expecting. And this is why a DCA strategy might be better than a 10 to 100 challenge, because this would be a good week for you to add. I cannot add because the challenge does not let me. The rules that I set in the beginning does not let me DCA. So I'm here. I have 8.65 talent. I need to figure out how to take that to 100. And I need time on my side. I need a bullish time to do it, right? But that's what you're going to see. You're going to see like sideways for like 9, 10, 13, 14 weeks. Then all of a sudden, I'm going to be at 20. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to be at 40. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to be at 80, right? And I think I can get there in the next 10, 15 weeks. I really do. I just need some bullish momentum on my side. And I think we can really kind of push this up. So something awesome here now that Mentat just added. You can adjust your position in the portfolio page now. There's an update that they just put together. I thought was phenomenal. So I can actually do that in here now. But let's kind of check it out. Let's go to Subnets and then kind of see what we're doing here. Oro. Oro is number 1 on portfolio. It just grew to being that. You know, last week we did make a few cuts so we can add in Albedo. So we did cut down a little bit, and Oro just said, hold my beer, and just jumped up to our number 1 spot. I like Oro. It's the shopping agent these guys are building. This is one that's incubated by Crucible Labs. Crucible Labs is from one of the founders of Bittensor, so it's something to pay attention to. I don't mind this being number 1. I do not mind it. I actually like it because you are getting 97% APY as well. And if you want to go check APY, go back to Alpha Gap, and you can kind of see. You got to find Oro. Yeah, Oro is 93% APY. So that is pretty big there. So that's another reason why we want to hold stuff like that in there. All right. So then we have Targon, our number 2, about 1.11 TAO. IOTA at 1.11. Score at 1.06. Ditto 1.06 TAO. Chrono. We had a tough week last week with a nice bounce back, sitting at 0.9 there. Vidiato up a little bit there, 0.83. Albedo sitting at 0.77 of a TAO, and zip code at 0.66. We're gonna make some changes, and we're gonna cut 1 or 2. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I gotta cut a couple of these. Let's see. Let's head back to Mentat. Let's look at our portfolio here. So this is it right here. 13% in Targon score. Okay. I got to do it, guys. I love Sebi. I love what they're doing there. But for this challenge, I got to hit the trash can on my man, Sebi. Sorry, Sebi. I love you, buddy. But I got to take you out of the challenge for a little bit. I still got you in there, though. You're part of Ditto. I'm keeping Ditto for sure. And unfortunately, we're going to be getting rid of Vidiato. Right now. Sorry, Vidiato, but I got to cut you as well. Now we have about 18% of our thing in here. We're going to be adding 2 new subnets in here. We're going to be adding Actual. I just think that this one is going to be something that I think everyone's going to need in their portfolio. I think Actual with Tom and what they're building there is going to be something good. So we're going to be adding Actual. And then we are going, and Actual has an APY of 82%. So that's pretty big here. That's for Actual. And then we're going to be adding SN53. There it is right there. We're going to add it. Boom. All right. So right now, we're going to make this 8%. And we're going to make this 8% as well. Actually, we're going to make Iggy 10%. Engy. Someone tell me how to say this properly. Is it Engy? Is it Iggy? Engy? I don't know. 50 Subnet 53. That's a beautiful thing about Subnets too. You can just call them their number if you can't say the name of them as well there. So we're gonna lock this in here. Let's do it. Hit next. We're gonna invest directly into Subnets. Monthly balance is no. Make sure that's off. We're gonna confirm it. This is going to be our new portfolio here, and we're going to delegate. And the reason for Actual too is Actual is going live this week. Well, maybe next week. The rumor was this week. It might be next week, but they're going to go live in July, if not August. So I definitely want to be a part of that, because when they start making revenue, you definitely want that in your portfolio as well. So we are locked in right now in one Bittensor block. We're going to get our confirmation, and boom, I think we just got it. There's our congratulations in the next hour or so. So you got to remember, they're going to go through and you put, so boom, got our congratulations. So we did it. But yeah, so I'm happy with our portfolio now. I'm very happy with it. Let's just go over it again. Targon 13%, IOTA 13%, Oro 13%, Chrono 10%, Scores 12%, Ditto is 12%, Albedo is 9%, Actual is 8%, and Engy is 10%. I think we are going to be very happy with this portfolio. I did want to leave Vidiado and zip code in there, but I want to go into more of an inference. I want to go into more what Jason's talking about. I want to go into more of a needed, right? Again, this is a challenge that I'm trying to win this year, not, long term. I'm just trying to get 100 TAO here to potentially invest things long term. This is, a week-to-week challenge that we're trying to do, but I think this is the best portfolio that you can possibly have right now, and I'm excited to kind of see what happens next there. Speaking of Score, we just got some news from Manako. We are excited to announce our membership in the NVIDIA Inception Program. Let me repeat that. Score membership, NVIDIA Inception Program. Man, should we add more Score? I mean, it's already 12%. We're happy with our Score, but again, we are very satisfied with our Score thing there. Let's go check our APYs here on this. Go down here. So, Minos is 115% APY, Actual 82% APY, Oro 100. And I think you're getting more APY on Mentat than you're getting anywhere else, because we looked at it on AlphaGab. It said 93, but it says 144 here. So every week we get more tokens, guys. Every 12 seconds, really. Every 12 seconds, 0.5 TAO come online, and depending on the emissions, that's why we have to pay attention to emissions, right? We have to pay attention to what's going on there. You come over here. So Oro, 8% of the emissions. Albedo, 8% of the emissions. Minos, 13% of the emissions. I almost added Minos this week. I had them on the show earlier this week. If you haven't watched that, go watch that. Very bullish. I want to add it. I do. But this week I felt like we needed Actual and Engy in there. So I'm very happy with that. But I think that's our show for you guys today. If you guys have a few more seconds and wouldn't mind checking out ShizzyUnchained.com, I have some of the best videos here. Best videos in all Bittensor. I love Mark and I love everyone else, but I just think I do such a good job at making these videos. So check them out all here. I'm going to be adding some new ones here as well from the YouTube. You can go check them out on the YouTube as well. Go to the shop here. If you guys want shirts, hats, hoodies, I got you. We got some of the best stuff here. We got proof of intelligence, and we have TAO. Check out our Subnet Summer asking you about TAO. I love TAO, and then we have Bittensor. What else we got? Oh, we got crop tops for the girls. Arbus 313. This is Arbus and the day that Arbus was created. I still miss Arbus, but if you're an OG, you know Arbus, so this shirt will make sense. And then go down here. If you want this hat right here, I have it for you. If you want the bent rimmed version of this hat, is right here as well. But when you look at these hats, you can change the colors of them. I got so many different colors. This one right here is my favorite. I'm probably gonna get this one as well. But yeah, check everything out here at ShizzyUnchained.com. Also, if you guys are interested in Shizzy University, say you're new and you want to sit down with me on a one-on-one class, you sit down with me personally, not someone from my team. Me, I will send you a StreamYard link, unrecord it, And that's why I can show my screen and stuff so you guys can see it. And we will sit down and we will one-on-one. I will walk you through if you want. Is there different classes? If you want a beginner to TAO, say you bought some TAO on Coinbase and you want to figure out how to get Subnet tokens. I got you. I can walk you through the process. I can make it easy for you. I can even watch you do it. You can share your screen and I can walk you through the process of making sure that you do it safely. I got your back, guys. Building a subnet portfolio. If you want me to walk you through a potential basic portfolio, let's just say you can tell me your risk level and I can tell you what I would do, and not financial advice, but it's just something that I would personally do. Content creator strategy. If you want to learn how to make content, I got you. I can walk you through the mic I have, the camera I have, everything that I use from StreamYard to basically everything. I can walk you through the setup processes and everything. I can get you creating content that week in probably one class. And they're $100 a class and it's for an hour, but if we go past the hour, I will sit with you until you get what you need from that sit down. So I got your back on that one. Unchained class. I've been in crypto for over 5-6 years now. I think it's 6 years in August. So if you need to know something about the ecosystem, I got you. I know everything. I can teach you how to get on Robinhood chain. If you really, really wanted to do that, I could walk you through that process as well. Nobody else is doing this. Nobody is going to sit down with you one-on-one. Shizzy got your back. I really appreciate you guys showing my important support there. Also, check out Alpha Gap. Get yourself a subscription. I think it's worth it. And on top of that, if you want to get a VPN or a ledger, I got these amazing referral links that actually help you get them cheaper. So if you're interested in that, do that as well. I think with a VPN, you're going to get 70% off for using my thing right here. So if you're interested, go out and get it. I appreciate you guys. And until next time, peace.
ShizzyUnchained. Whoa. Hey. Yeah. Used to be boxed in, taped up mouth, dreams on mute, heart face out. Now walk in like make that count. Faith in my feet, I break that doubt. Talk to the mirror, you built for this. Scars on my soul turn limitless. Locked in the room with an empty list. Now every you can on my hit or miss. Gone. They said sit down, I heard stand tall. They said pipe down, I wrote anthems on the wall. From the floorboards up, I rebuilt it all. If I stumble on the way, still refuse to fall. ShizzyUnchained, ShizzyUnchained. Hey! They wanted me quiet. I stepped out the cage. Turn up the rage, turn up the flames. Carved my own lane. Now remember the name.